all you cinephiles out there.
What's up?
So today we are going to be doing a review of the highly anticipated DCEU film, Wonder Woman.
Yep.
The first, not really the, well, I guess the first female-led superhero movie directed by a female director.
Yeah, and not only that, a successful, in all aspects, female-led superhero movie directed by a female. This movie not only is making money, but it's getting fresh ratings everywhere. It has a 92% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and showing just how good it is. And oh my gosh,
yeah,
this oh man, oh my god, I don't know where to start.
Man, yeah, I don't know where to start.
Gal Gadot kills it as Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah.
We all knew there was good things to expect from this movie. It's when we saw her appear at the end of Dawn of Justice. She shows up, she steals the show. Everyone loves her theme. She kicks ass, and like even Batman and Superman are like, damn, this girl. Right? I loved how I even loved her line in Dawn of Justice. Like I knew from her dialogue. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good character. This might not be too great of a movie, but this is a good character. Yeah. When Superman is all like, this creature's from another world, my world. She goes, I killed things from other worlds before, and they're like, she with you? Oh, I thought she was you. And then she's just like, let's do it. And in this movie, I like how there's a brighter tone. The colors in her outfit they really show. You can see the red, the blue, and the gold, and it's just amazing.
I really like the fact that they hid the costume for so long.
They did, yeah.
Until this very powerful scene, which is my favorite scene of this movie, is the No Man Land scene, and you see it there. So I really like the fact that, you know, they hid it and they didn't show it in its full glory until that scene. Yeah, Gal Gadot shines in this. She is Wonder Woman to me. I know I was one of the few that's like, oh, I really kind of wish there was a more thicker, curvier chick for Wonder Woman, but she proved me wrong after I saw Batman v Superman. I was like, holy crap, she's badass. Especially when Doomsday swats her away and she kind of gives that smirk of like, oh, yeah, I like this. This is a challenge. Yeah, like you said, there was bright tones. This was a more lighter feel. The humor was there. It didn't feel like, what's the word? It didn't feel like shoved in, pushed.
It just shoehorned in, like any humor force. Like, oh, laugh at our movie, it's funny too. Yeah, you know, no, this movie had natural humor that flowed really well throughout, and just little things here and there, and that are really subtle but really resonate with us. And like when that one guy is like, well, you might as well leave me behind, and she's like, oh, but who'll sing for us? Yeah. You know, it's little things like that are really good, and it has a really well-paced story that doesn't try to get too dramatic and out there and blown out of proportions. Yeah. It's really it has the simple basic cliche story, fish out of the water, which is done really well. There's nothing wrong with cliches as long as they're done really well. Yeah. And this one is done really well. We also get to see the Amazon island, and it's like really treated as like the visible barrier protecting it and everything. It's like it was amazing, and the Amazon warriors were, they were awesome. Oh yeah. Oh my, and from what I understand, a lot of them were played by female athletes, and which is really nice. I felt like a lot of, man, that beach fight scene was so badass. I loved it. Oh man, I liked how there was a nice little twist about the bad guy. I like how it wasn't let on in the trailers at all. They really hid who the bad guy really was. I didn't even know going into the movie that it was Ares. I mean, I think I barely heard something about Ares in the movie, but I didn't know that he was like the main villain. Yeah.
Which he looked badass, by the way.
He did. Like, I liked how like that entire like final 10 minutes of their conflict with each other, they like both like transformed throughout it, and it's like, oh my lord. Yeah. I was thinking of, and after a while I was like, oh okay, they're gonna break away, and then this is not the final, this is not the end yet. But no, I was, oh no, this is the end. This is the end of it. And no, it was really, and this movie could have been like 30 minutes longer, and it could have like tried to drag it out, but no, they went ahead, and they as soon as the bad guy established himself, the main villain of the movie, like it was on. Yeah. And I liked that. I liked how like they didn't just break away like whenever Cap met Red Skull, and I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a good movie, and that was a great standoff for their first meeting. But like this movie, just it went ahead and was like, hey, you know, let's just go ahead and finish this.
Right.
And I felt like that was a good choice for this movie to make. It didn't drag on. It wasn't given a longer cut. It didn't drag on. How long this movie was. How long was it?
It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really nice length for the movie. It didn't need an extra 15 minutes to try and do anything else extra special. It just really, once it got where it needed to be, it just finished it out.
Yeah,
it was really good. I loved it when she emerges from the trenches and she goes across no man's land like it's nobody's business. Because it is no man's land. It's her land.
It's just something so powerful about a woman crossing no man's land. Taking the whole fire, and guys are like, yeah, she's taking the fire, we gotta go, let's back her up. And she's leading the charge with men behind her. She's taking all the fire, she's putting herself out there, giving them a chance.
I love that part. Yeah, I love that part whenever they went further into that village and they fought the Germans. I love that part where I love it because Chris Pine is at the beach and he witnessed this tactic and he's he's like, Diana, what did he say? Shield. And then she jumps and just burst into the tower. It was so awesome, and I was like, oh, that was badass.
Yeah, that's great writing. The fact that a character who watches a battle of Amazons that he's never seen before use that type of tactic with the shield, and he brings it into his world and uses it for Diana.
Yeah, that was awesome. I feel like this movie, going into this, when I heard about this movie, I was thinking to myself, okay, this is obviously going to be the Captain America, the DCEU films, but it was not only, it's basically like Captain America and Thor, almost, because she's not human, technically. She's, you know, kind of half god, half human or whatever. But anyways, so it's kind of like, she's kind of like Thor. It's just kind of like Thor and Captain America movie thrown into one, but it was done so well. And oh man, at the end when she, like, okay, I like how her bracelets can basically absorb energy and dish it back out. That was shown to us in Dawn of Justice. And in this one, like, she kept absorbing his lightning and then she just sent it back and then blew his ass away. I was like, oh, that is badass.
Yeah. Just the contrast in tone. It shows this DC, you know, a lot of people say, oh, DC's too dark. It's just too dreary. This movie shows that it can have its dark moments with its humor and with its lightness. Just the contrast between Themyscira, which is very bright and beautiful, and then she goes into the deep dark world of World War I in the trenches, and her being the light that shines.
I really don't understand how things got so dark as the series went on from Man of Steel, because Man of Steel was dark, but I think it was dark for a reason.
Yeah.
And its darkness has purpose, and then there are bright scenes in the movie. Yeah. And it's really supposed, and really, like, it's supposed to, that kind of tone was supposed to resemble like Superman being the beacon of hope that we need. But then for some reason in Dawn of Justice, like, they just go way darker, and I think that was because their excuse is, oh, Batman's in this movie, it's gotta have a dark tone. Okay, fine, have Batman's portions of the movie be dark, have Superman's portions of the movie be really light and bright tones. Show the contrast between the two, and then like try to show how the worlds meet each other. Yeah. But no, you just showed Superman living in a dark world. Thanks for that. Still an entertaining movie, but you guys kind of messed up with story or portrayal and whatever. Yeah. And then Suicide Squad, fun film to watch, but it's a mess all over the place, and there's times where it's just way too dark, and you didn't know what was going on half the time. But that's a whole other topic. Yeah. But this movie is like, it feels like a superhero movie from DC done right. It's the best DC movie we've gotten since the Dark Knight films. I feel like we're back on track. Yeah. A bit. And
it makes me excited for Justice League. There's still some little kind of like, oh, I hope it's
Justice League. I don't. Okay, like Justice League may take things off the rail if it's bad. I don't know. All I know is that this movie has given everyone hope that this DCEU has a future.
Yeah.
I just feel like they need to. They don't have a clear outline. They're just making things up as they go. They need to get a clear outline going. They need to get a Kevin Feige in charge. I know they got that one DC top writer guy on their side. Yeah, what's his name?
Jeff Johns.
Jeff Johns. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, or if this movie, if he had a lot of hand in this movie, and I don't know. Like we'll have to wait like a year or so from now to see how things are going. Like she literally brings the DCEU back from the brink of being rebooted. Like I think this series has come. If this movie had tanked and no one went to say it didn't make money, they probably would have rebooted it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, because Justice League was already gonna.
Yeah,
be released.
Probably after, depending on how Justice League would have done it.
Yeah.
They would have for real rebooted it.
Yeah, but this movie, I think this movie's gonna get a lot of people to go see Justice League. Hopefully that's good. This movie rocks. One of the people I went and saw it with, he told me that he thought that the ending scene where she basically leaps into the air and she's doing like this kind of pose, and and that's basically it. He felt like that was extremely cheesy. However, the only answer that you could really get to that is, dude, she's a superhero, and that's kind of what they do. You know, she's going out to fight evildoers. What's wrong with that?
You see it in comic books all the time.
Yeah, why can't we see it in a movie? You know, so what? They add a little campy cheese on the end. Who cares? It was a solid, well done movie, and it just felt right to put in an ending like that.
Yeah, this is a big win for Patty Jenkins as a director. Thank you for making this. Thank you for understanding the character and bringing her to life. I mean, it's been 75 years, and we've never seen a Wonder Woman on screen, and we got one, and it didn't disappoint. This is we finally little girls can now have a superhero to look up to besides just all the men superhero. And I mean, I'm not gonna this is honestly, like, when the movie started and I started seeing all the Amazons, I was like, damn, I wish I was a woman.
Yeah, this movie is very empowering to women, which is awesome, and it builds up it builds up the right idea of feminism.
Yeah.
And instead of like the wrong idea that Ghostbusters brings in with females are awesome, men suck. You know, no, this movie brings in that females kick ass, but you know, men do too.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with a woman leading men into a fight.
Yeah.
But it doesn't demean men at the same time.
No, this is not radical feminism at all. This is about equality. This is about ending sexist oppression, if you're talking about feminism in a philosophical sense of the point. But yeah, this movie is full of hope. This is a great win for the DCEU. I think it's a step in the right direction for the DCEU. And like I said, when you watch Batman v Superman again after watching this movie, it makes Wonder Woman to me a lot more badass, because now you know her history, and that photo that Bruce comes upon takes on a different meaning now.
It does. It takes on a much different meaning, and I like how he got her the original copy.
Yeah.
And he says, "I hope you can tell your story someday."
Yeah.
I like how they brought in that character that Chris Pine played, and they just they killed him off, but they killed him off with good purpose, and it did it, and it was done really well, and it meant something. And it had an effect. It wasn't just thrown in there for the hell of it. It was really, it had impact, and it had meaning, and you could see it. You could see that had an impact on Diana, and I really look forward to the Wonder Woman sequel. If and when it's ever made, I'm sure it will be made. I really want to go see it again. So.
Yeah. So what did you guys think of Wonder Woman? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And until next time,
we're out.
You seen it and made it down to life.